That's a bright light, huh, baby?
Yeah. You want to be in the New Year's video with Mama? You want to share your goals?
Learn to walk.
Learn to walk. Learn to walk. Have some fun. Gaga. That's right.
Take some naps.
Yeah, that's a good goal. Hey guys, welcome to another video. What is happening, you might be saying? It is not a Tuesday. You are right. We are doing a special edition Krista Vlogs video today. In today's video, I wanted to share with you my goals for 2022, which is why I'm coming at you on a different day. I felt like I should probably get it out before January was over. I have my assistant here to help me film, and I just wanted to record this mostly for me, so I can look back next year and see what my goals were, see how things have changed. So with that said, grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your watered down orange juice, and settle in because this is gonna be a little bit of a chatty video. Let's get going. I had to let my assistant go. Okay, so before we get started, I set a bunch of goals. Some of them are goals, some of them are mindset shifts. I separated them into 3 categories. I have health, professional, and personal. We're gonna start off with health. My first goal is to eat more nutritiously. I feel like while I was pregnant, I was really spot on. Like I was eating a really well-rounded diet, and then Cord came and things went a little crazy. So my goal for this year is to plan out our meals a little bit more. Like I'm not talking write them down, but just think forward to dinner time or lunchtime or whatever in my head and think about what I want to eat versus just being like, what's here? I guess we're having cookies for dinner. I would also really like to keep moving my body consistently. Right now, I feel pretty good in my body, but I do think that I lost some muscle while I was pregnant. So this year I'd really like to work on gaining that back. And I think for me, that's just through being consistent with my exercise and doing some hand weights for the arms. This is so cliche. I know it is so cliche, but in 2022, I want to work on drinking my water. As you can tell, I'm failing miserably today. Yeah, we're definitely still at about the 8 o'clock mark, and it's past 1 o'clock. I have been pretty good about drinking water lately, but I feel like I can do better at staying on the times and drinking it consistently throughout the day instead of being like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. My last health goal is to move my body, I'm gonna say 1 to 2 times per week at nighttime. I used to be really good about this, but lately, I think it's with Cord, by the end of the day, I'm just so tired or so lazy that by the end of the day, I'm like, no, we're just gonna lay on the couch. I feel like my body just feels so much better when I'm moving throughout the day. So I wanna add that to my goals, and I'm not talking about like exercising at night, that's not what we're saying. I'm thinking more like some nice stretching or relaxing yoga. Okay, now we are moving into professional goals, and this category is quite a bit different for me this year because in past years, acting was my main focus. This year, I've shifted more towards working on my YouTube as my main career goals. So, all of these goals are for my channel. I'm kind of nervous to share them on here actually, but let's just do it. Number 1, I'd like to hit 500 subscribers. We are currently around 380, so I feel like 500 in a year is doable. Tell your friends and family to subscribe to my channel, and eventually, hopefully my mom will subscribe too. I'm gonna repeat a goal that I had last year, which was to stay consistent with videos every week on my channel. I also want to speed up my editing time. I've already been working on this and finding ways to do things faster. I hear about YouTubers who are like, yeah, I just recorded a video, I'm gonna edit it and post it later today, and I'm like, what? I don't know that that is a good goal for me. With the vlogs, it's just a different process, but I would like to work towards being faster. Another thing that I would really like to work on, and I'm already struggling with in this video, is improving my communication. And that's not only for my videos, but also in my personal life too. I just want to get better at talking. I've always felt like I'm not very good at explaining things, and I think part of that is I just need to push through when I'm having trouble finding the words for something and not give up. And then the other part of it, I think, is that I'm judging myself in my head and I'm not being confident about what I have to say. So that's something that I really want to improve on. When I have something that I want to share, I want to be well spoken and be able to say it confidently. But I also think that it would really help to speed up the editing process too. So that's a goal. I would really like to be able to speak more confidently about my channel in this coming year. I went through this when I first started acting professionally too. I felt weird saying to people, I'm an actor, when they asked, what do you do for a living? I don't know why, I just felt weird saying it. And now when people ask me what I do, when I tell them that I have a YouTube channel, I find myself being like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel, I'm still working on it. Like I'm apologizing and I'm so not confident. And I just wish that I could sell myself because I am proud of the content that I put out. But for some reason it feels really weird talking about it. My goal is to break through that awkwardness. There's no reason that I should feel like ashamed of what I do. My last goal for my channel in 2022 is to have more fun. I want to get back to having more fun. Not that I haven't been over the past couple months, but I feel like before Cord got here, I was like, yeah! Every time I got to film, I was like, woohoo! And I still feel that. I love filming, but there's also this added pressure of like, do I have enough time? Do I need to go do something for Cord? And that makes it not as much fun, and I just want to be having more fun in these videos. So that's my goal. More fun and better communication, because I just said fun like 17 times. By the way, I have some really exciting videos coming up that I'm super excited for you guys to see. I think they will be super fun. But I'm wondering, would you guys let me know down in the comments if there are videos that you want to see here? Anything that you think would be really fun? Because I love having new ideas. I have lots brewing in my head, but is there anything that you guys want to see? Okay, moving on to personal goals now. My first one for 2022 is I want to use stuff instead of saving it. I don't know what got me in this mindset, but I will always save stuff. Like if I was one of those kids in the will you eat the marshmallow challenge or will you wait to eat the marshmallows so you can have 2 marshmallows later challenge, I would 100% wait, and I'd probably even then take the marshmallows home with me and save them for later. I'm a saver, and I don't think that that's necessarily a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing either, but sometimes you just got to use your stuff, you know? In 2022, I want to use our food, I want to use my skincare, I want to use my clothes, I want to use my TV shows. That sounds weird. I want to like watch TV shows. Like I feel like I always save them up because I'm excited for the TV show, and then like 3 months go by and I'm like, oh, we should probably watch that. Like what am I saving these things for? Today is the day to use stuff and do stuff and have fun. Another thing that I want to do this year is I want to read 12 books. If you're like a big reader, then you're probably like, Krista, 12 books, really? But I feel like that sounded like a good stretch for me, but also not too many. I got back into reading after Cord was born, and by reading, I mean listening to audiobooks, because when do I have time to read? But I would like to have some of those books be audiobooks, and hopefully some of them will be actual read paper books too. I just think reading is good for you, and it's relaxing, and I would like to do more of that in 2022. My next goal is go on a vacation! Not sure how this is gonna work with Omicron and everything happening with COVID, but we have not been on like a real vacation since, I don't know, 2019. It's been a long time. So whether we go on a cruise or to Disneyland or to the backyard to go camping, we're gonna go on vacation this year. Mark my words. Another one of my personal goals for 2022 is I want to make sure that Spencer and I have like special time together at least once a week. I'm not very good at making quantifiable goals. I just feel like some things are really hard to measure, and then I don't want to put pressure on myself to be like, have we had our date night this week? Basically, since Cord has been born, it's just harder to find time together. But I think it's really important for us to spend time together, and quality time is what I'm talking. A date night at home, doing a Bible study together, or something each week where we were like, yeah, we spent really good quality time together. And speaking of devotionals, I should really try to finish one of these this year. I think it would be nice to sit down at least once a week and do some sort of little Bible study by myself. But more so my goal is just to feel closer to God. I'm a Christian, if I haven't already said that. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I believe that he died to rescue me, and I believe that there's joy in getting to know him. So I want to be closer and connect more with God this year. I want to read my Bible more. These are all things that I should be doing, which is why it's on my goals. But more so than that, it's things that I want to be wanting to do. So I'm going to be in prayer that I would desire God more and desire to know him better. And you can pray for me for that too, if you want to. That would be great. This next one is definitely more of a mindset shift. But I would really like to work on my anxiety this year. That sounds like such a weird thing to say, work on my anxiety. One way that I've heard anxiety described is it's when you always picture the worst version of things that could happen. And it's so funny because I was in the shower the other day. Cord was down for a nap, and then I'm in there and I thought I heard him crying, and I was like, oh no, he's probably awake and he's probably having a horrible time, and Spencer probably had to go get him, and now he's taking up his time, and they're just, I'm just picturing the worst possible thing. And then I was like, whoa. And I actually stopped and realized it, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. This is adding to my stress. I could be taking a shower and like relaxing and getting ready for my day, or I could be doing this. And honestly, what was I going to do in the middle of my shower? Like hop out and make sure that they're not having a bad time together? Like, Krista, come on. Anxiety and stress are such tough things, and they end up affecting so many different facets of your life and like ruining different facets of your life. And I just want to live joyfully. So I really want to shift my mindset from thinking about that worst situation to picturing the best situation, which brings me to my last goal. Man, I just like really saved like the hard hitting, super, what am I trying to say? Oh no, vulnerable. That's the word that I'm looking for. I just saved like all this vulnerable stuff for the ending. So here we go. My last goal is I really want to gain confidence as a mom this year. I feel like I used to feel so confident as a nanny. When I look back on my time being a nanny, I felt like, yeah, this is easy. I take the kids places, we have fun. Like, I feel like I was so confident in my ability to take care of the kids and get them what they needed, and also have fun with them and myself. And that's kind of how I expected things to be being a mom. But this year has thrown me some big curveballs, and I actually have a video that I'm working on that will be coming out a little later in the year on this subject. But it's been pretty tough, and I feel like my confidence in myself to enjoy being a mom has just taken a big hit. I really want to be thriving and like enjoying this new facet of my life, and many times I felt like I'm just hanging on. I'm like barely surviving in there. I guess feeling more confident as a mom isn't a great thing to put on a goals list because I'm not exactly sure how I get there. But I think for me, I've never been good with change, and so I think part of it is just adjusting over time, and things are already getting better. My hope is that by this time next year I would really feel in my element, and I would have more days where I felt like I was thriving and really enjoying life and being a mom versus just, getting through the day. So those are all my goals for 2022. I hope that this video was fun to watch and maybe it inspired you to make some of your own goals. If you did, then let me know down in the comments. What are your big goals for 2022? Are you gonna have more fun? Because I am, I hope. That's not very positive of you, Krista. I'm excited to have this video to look back on for next year and see where we are. With that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next Tuesday, back on schedule for a brand new video. Bye! Hey babe, do you want to leave a goal for yourself? Say hi to yourself in 2023. Oh my gosh, how is it already 2023?
Hello, self. No, I think I'm good on goals.
Not just one?
How did your tomatoes turn out this year? I hope they were nice.
I hope they were better than last year. I mean, no offense, it's just we forgot to pick them.
No, it was a heat wave is what really did it last year. Hopefully we don't have another one of those. Cord, any goals you want to share? You already shared. You want to drink more milk.
More milk. He's gonna start on his goals right